Danny Gray was the big winner of the day. And wide receivers are really interesting. They're tough to evaluate. Every once in a while, you get a wide receiver who was highly drafted, and your first impression is like, how did this guy get here? He's a total fraud. AJ Jenkins, for example. Dante Pettis, for example. My first impression of those two guys is total frauds. They don't play fast. They're soft. They're not NFL players. I don't know how Dante Pettis is still in the league. But anyway, I was wondering, like, is Danny Gray going to be one of these, mirages, one of these frauds? No, don't. He has skills. He was the best player in the field today. He got 5 targets. He caught 4 of them. He was really good. He had a 50-yard touchdown. And he smoked Tariq. He was smoking Tariq Castro Fields all day. Now, it doesn't mean he could beat Charvarius Ward or like legitimate starting wide receivers, but he took, like, the way I look at like evaluating wide receivers in the offseason is just like a series of hurdles. He got over the first hurdle. He looked good at the rookie minicamp. You better look good at the rookie minicamp. AJ Jenkins didn't. Dante Pettis didn't, in my opinion. So better than those players. I'll go through his 6 targets. The first play was a throw to him. So the whole idea, the whole like choreography of the practice was to feature Danny Gray. First play, he's on the left. He is a split end, which is interesting. He's a pure split end. Runs a slant, tries to catch it with his chest. Tariq Castro Fields all over it. I call it a drop, but it was also kind of a PBU. And I'm thinking, Danny Gray, not that good. A few plays later, he runs a fade up the left sideline. Tariq Castro Fields playing really aggressive bump and run coverage like he's Jalen Ramsey or something. Danny Gray smokes this dude and makes a really nice catch, hands extended, turns around, gets both feet in bounds. It was a really nice catch. I never saw Dante Pettis make a catch like that in camp. I never saw AJ Jenkins make a catch like that in his life. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, guy's got skills. Then come back later. So he had the first play of 7-on-7. There were like 3 different 7-on-7 periods. 4. What they would do is basically they would do like 10 plays of 7-on-7 and split up offense, defense, and sort of practice what they're going to do next, come back. So the first 7-on-7 period, he got 2 targets, dropped the first one, caught the second one, and they come back. First play again, him. He runs an out. He's lined up on the left. He's a split. He runs an out against Tariq Castro Fields again. Burns him. Now, Noodle Arm Magoo, Brock Purdy throws like just the deadest of ducks. And Tariq Castro Fields almost picks it off, but doesn't, because Danny Gray comes back, catches it aggressively, and gets yards after the catch. Nice play. He smoked Tariq Castro Fields. So that's it for him on that one. Third 7-on-7 period, first play again, pass to Danny Gray. These are play calls. I guess the Niners wanted to feature him. This time it's a post. Again, he's playing split end on the left. Again, he's going up against Tariq Castro Fields, and he just eviscerates him. But Noodle Arm Magoo, Brock Purdy, just throws a pop fly, and Tariq Castro Fields almost breaks it up. But so what's interesting, like Danny Gray smokes Tariq Castro Fields wide open. The quarterback doesn't have a big arm, creates a contested catch opportunity, and Danny Gray catches it. Touchdown. So the quarterback made it even tougher on the wide receiver, still caught it. 2 plays later, he runs a dig. Lines up on the right side for the first time at flanker. Goes up against Sam Womack, fifth round pick. Gets the inside release, runs 10 yards, breaks to the inside, smokes him. Open. Now, he catches it with his chest. That's how he catches the ball. So be it. They drafted this guy at the end of round 3. If you're thinking he's gonna like replace Brandon Ayuk next year, if the Niners trade Ayuk, I don't think so. But as a number 3 receiver, it seems like he can do certain things really well. He's really fast. That's the first thing I noticed. Like with Pettis and Jenkins, I was like, you guys aren't fast at all. You might have time. You might. I don't know how you ran. With people said Dante Pettis ran a 4.3 at some time, and like a spring thing. And I don't know. He allegedly ran a 4.3 at some point in his life. So did AJ Jenkins, but they never showed it. Danny Gray legitimately is explosive. Is he going to be a starting wide receiver in the NFL? I don't know. He catches the ball with his chest. But as a number 3 receiver, I mean, he seems like he's dangerous. If you have a limited yet explosive number 3 receiver, I mean, that's good. Who was the number 3 receiver on Atlanta when they went to the Super Bowl with Kyle Shanahan? What was that dude's name? Taylor Gabriel? Am I tripping? Whoever that dude was. He wasn't, I mean, he was pretty limited, but he was explosive, right? Like, you want that. So, I mean, like, he seems more dangerous than Jawan Jennings. I'll put it that way. If you got your top 2 receivers in Ayuk and Debo and you need like a number 3, well, on third down, sure, Jennings, red zone Jennings, but otherwise, I'll take Danny Gray. So, I mean, it probably was a decent pick. They probably got the best wide receiver available, is what I'm trying to say. Although, Calvin Austin, Pittsburgh, intriguing. Anyway, Danny Gray definitely looked good today. Little Rumble 24 says, I won't make the show, but I'll watch it later. I'm sorry. Well, this is dedicated to you, Little Rumble 24. Thank you very much.